breaking news came out of Josh Taylor stating the fact that Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. He must fight Devin Haney. Now, before I get to what Josh Taylor had to say, I do want to make it clear, this video, it's going to be two parts. The first part is what Josh Taylor had to say. The second part is me addressing this 6ix9ine troll that pretend to be media who pulled out of a one-on-one debate and started trolling me instead. So without wasting any time, let's dive in straight to the business at hand. So recently, the pound-for-pound champion, Josh Taylor, completely shut down a fight with Teofimo Lopez next due to the fact that Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. So he does not interest him at this moment in time. In fact, here is exactly what Josh Taylor had to say, which I quote, he's saying he's undisputed champion and he's not. He still got the other belt to win. He got to beat Devin Haney to win the other belt. So he got unfinished business at lightweight to do. Do I think he's a very good fighter? Absolutely. I think he's an outstanding fighter. I think he's a great fighter. Did he do well to beat Lomachenko? Absolutely. I thought he did brilliant. But he did brilliant against a small lightweight. He's a massive lightweight, and Lomachenko is a very small lightweight. But again, he's got unfinished business to do. So I'm not thinking about him. I think he's a good fighter, very well-rounded, good timing, good power. But I'm not interested in him at the minute. End of the quote. Well said by Josh Taylor, in which I completely agree with everything he had to say. Teofimo Lopez, he has to fight Devin Haney first in order to accomplish his dream of becoming undisputed. Since at the moment in time, there's a lot of dispute when it comes to Teofimo Lopez's undisputed claim, which contradict the definition of undisputed. The definition of undisputed is that there is no dispute, in which for Teofimo Lopez's case, there is nothing but a dispute. You have champions disputing Teofimo Lopez's undisputed claim, such as Josh Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, etc., etc. You have all of the boxing websites, the history books having Teofimo as unified champion, as the undisputed email champion, as the disputed champion, from BoxRec to ESPN, Teofimo Lopez's own network. This is what the facts say. So how can you be undisputed when everyone is disputing your title? When there's a dispute to your claim which contradict the definition of undisputed. There was no dispute when Crawford was the undisputed champion at 140. There was no dispute when Hopkins was the undisputed champion at 160. There was also no dispute when it came to Usyk's undisputed title at cruiserweight. But there's clearly a dispute when it comes to Teofimo Lopez's undisputed claim, which proves that he's not undisputed. Teofimo is the disputed champion. You do not have to take my words for it. You can see it for yourself. With your own eyes. People lie, men lie, women lie, drunk people definitely lie. However, your eyes don't lie. You guys can see it for yourself. As you guys see above, this is BoxRec, one of boxing's most reliable sources. You see Teofimo Lopez, he fought Vasyl Lomachenko for the WBA, WBO, and the IBF belt. And now he's defending them 3 belts against Kambosos come June 5th. Therefore, if Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, like he falsely claims, then why he's not defending the WBC belt? Since Teo possesses 2 replicant WBC belts, wouldn't one of them at least be on the line? Why is Teofimo not defending his WBC title? The answer is very simple. The WBC title is not on the line because Teofimo is not the WBC world champion. He has a French fries title, a witness protection franchise title that he joined and pays sectioning fees for the witness protection, that he receives in order to avoid any black fighter, mainly Devin Haney. Teofimo is all about that NBF takeover. No black fighters take over. He following the duck print of the pioneer Canelo Alvarez. The only way you could win the franchise title is by requesting and petitioning for the witness protection franchise through email, which is why Teofimo Lopez is the undisputed email champion. On the other hand, Josh Taylor, if you look at his box rec, you see he's fighting Ramirez for all of the 4 titles: the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, which makes this fight for the undisputed title since there is no dispute. However, for Teofimo Lopez's case, on his box rec, you will never see all of the 4 titles on the line until he fights Devin Haney for the undisputed title. And I challenge old media, all of Teofimo fangirls, and Teofimo himself to find a website that have him listed as undisputed. You will never see that until Teo throws the 2 duplicate WBC belts he has to the trash and stops paying 2 sectioning fees to the WBC in order to continue the witness protection franchise designation, all to duck Devin Haney. It's fair to say that the WBC is pimping Teofimo Lopez at the moment in time. Teofimo might as well start calling the WBC president the pimp Mauricio Suleiman, because the facts remain. None of the other organizations such as the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, none of these organizations recognize the WBC franchise as a real title. They only recognize the WBC regular title that Devin Haney has as the real title, because according to the rule books, per organization, they only could have 1 world champion recognized as the face of the organization, in which the WBC chose the regular title to be the face of the organization. This is why in every single division, all of the WBC champions are the regular champions. The title Devin Haney has is the same title Muhammad Ali had, Floyd Mayweather. The title Teofimo Lopez has is the same franchise witness protection program that Canelo is the entrepreneur of, and Lomachenko. So you do the math. Why do you think Canelo Alvarez called the WBC and requested to fight Ivini for the regular title? He could have easily avoided Ivini, who was a mandatory, by activating the franchise witness protection program. But he only utilizes that against undefeated black American fighters, like Loma and Canelo did with Charlo and Devin Haney. So Canelo, he requested to fight Ivini for that belt in order to keep the real belt, since the end goal is to become undisputed. And Canelo knew that by having the franchise title instead of the real WBC title at 168, he will not be undisputed. This is why Canelo went out of his way and lost a $365 million contract for cherry-picking Ivini, all to secure becoming undisputed. It was Canelo himself that made the franchise title in order to duck his mandatory Jamal Charlo. But Teofimo thinks he could utilize the witness protection franchise in order to duck Devin Haney ahead of time, then claim he's undisputed. Well, sadly for Teo, the boxing world have caught up to his duck trail and him following the duck print to a T. With that being stated, a fun fact to mention, everything that I said was a fact, and it can be proven. So if you disagree, well, be my guest. Point out the facts you disagree with. And by the way, let me wish you good luck, because the facts will always remain on top of opinions. Facts over emotion. And last but not least, Josh Taylor, who's fighting for Undisputed, just told Teofimo Lopez, you are not undisputed. And another fun fact when it comes to Josh Taylor, if you add up the records of his last 6 opponents, including Ramirez, you have a total of 136 wins with only 1 loss. This is a pound-for-pound champion speaking, who wasn't just satisfied with unifying the division, winning the Super 6 and the Ali Trophy. No, that wasn't enough for Josh Taylor. He wanted to become undisputed. Unlike Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor is really about that takeover. Not that no black fighters take over. Now, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, he want to tell the public, don't go to the body, aim for the head. And then he fights compulses. If Teo was aiming for the head, he would have went for Devin in order to become undisputed. Apparently, when Teo says he's taking over, the ceiling happened to be New York City. Furthermore, I do want to address a troll on YouTube that continues to clout chase off my name. So this troll, we're going to refer to him as a Punk fan. He responded to my IG post by writing essays. So I went straight to the point. I told him, instead of writing essays, how about we just debate one-on-one on my channel? In which he ignored my challenge. He wrote another essay in response. So I went back to the point. I told him, instead of continuously writing essays, how about you debate me one-on-one on my channel? So he gave me his email. I told him, I'ma just DM you instead. As you all see above, this is the conversation we had on Instagram. Now, before I read the conversation back and forth, I'm going to summarize what went down first. Now, you don't have to take my words for it. You can check the receipts with your own eyes. Because people lie, women lie, men lie, drunk people definitely lie. However, your eyes don't lie. And you could check the DMs to confirm everything I'm about to say is a fact. So me and this troll that pretend to be media, we agreed to debate one-on-one on my channel, AKHi TV, on Thursday at 11:55 p.m. He confirmed the date and the time on more than one occasion. His only demand was he do not want to call in through the press conference. According to him, that was cheap. He want to show his face. He want to be a regular guest on my show, a special guest, in order to clout chase. So I granted all of his wishes. You all know when I debate people, it's through the phone line. However, I made an exception for this Punk fan. I told him, I'm gonna have you on as a special guest, which I did it for nobody. However, for you, I'm making an exception because I really want to debate you one-on-one. So he responded with, as long as there's no muting, timing out, so on and so forth. In which I informed him, you have nothing to worry about. Just show up. I agreed to all of his demands, as you guys see above. I also informed him that I'm fasting. I break my fast during sunsets, which is around 8 o'clock. I pray, and by the time I'm done, it's around 10, 11 o'clock. This is why I wanted to debate him later that night, in which I informed him all of this, as you guys see above, which he agreed to the time and the place, 11:55 p.m. on Thursday on my channel. Now, would you guys believe this troll waited to 7:55 p.m. on Thursday and DM'd me that he's pulling out of the debate? And if I want to debate him, I have to debate him at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thursday on his channel. At the same time, I gotta break my fast and go pray. Talking about punking out last minute. Now, this Punk fan, his excuse was he has to go get a surgery. To be specific, balls implant surgery, since he has none. Just like the rest of the decafs community, he happened to have female parts. So, as you guys see above, I informed this troll, you can't just pull out last minute. I told this troll, I actually had respect for you for wanting to debate and accepting the challenge. And all of a sudden, you just proved you the greatest decaf of all time. That's like signing a contract to fight someone in the ring, and once you in the ring, you just walk out of the ring before the bell rings. This is what this troll pretty much did. So I continue to press him. Are you gonna show up? Are you not a man of your word? Come to find out, he's not a man at all. This man happened to be a female because, like I said before, he have no cojones. He has to go get balls implanted before debating AKHi. Now peep this. His next move was his best trolling move. He goes on his channel and start trolling me. He goes live on his channel at 8 p.m. and pretend as if me and him agreed to debate on his channel. Clout chase my name as if I'm a no-show. Like, who mans is this? Now the word around town is that this troll, this Punk fan, happened to be Teofimo Lopez side piece, his HOE. Who would have known? This troll is the 6ix9ine of debating when it comes to boxing. Because even after this Punk fan pulled out, I informed this 6ix9ine of boxing that I've been fasting for 16 hours. I gotta break my fast and go pray. That's priority. That will always come first. But this 6ix9ine of boxing has no dignity, no honor, and he's definitely not a man of his word. In fact, even after he pulled out and waved the white flag, he strategically went live at 8 p.m. because he knew that's when I was breaking my fast and praying. This is the low life, low class, top of a person we talking about. The 6ix9ine of boxing. Now I understand that he's clout chasing off my name. That's no secret. But the least you could do is grow some cojones and debate me one-on-one. I will give you your 15 minutes of fame. However, at the same time, I will end your trolling career. But this Punk fan wanted his trolling career to continue. This is why clout is a hell of a drug. See, these are the type of people that troll and claim Teo is undisputed. However, when they confronted with the truth, they shell up, showing their punk nature, since being a punk is in their blood. We were supposed to debate Teofimo false undisputed claim. However, when it was time to debate one-on-one, this troll pulled out because he knows everything he says is a lie. This proves everything these trolls say is a lie, which is why they have zero credibility. Can you just imagine if me and Max Kellerman agreed to debate at 11:55 p.m. on Thursday on ESPN on his show, and I waited to Thursday 7:55 p.m., which I DM'd Max Kellerman and I told him I can't make it. However, you can debate me at 8 p.m. on my channel 5 minutes from now. And if you don't, you ducking me. Man, get this clown, the 6ix9ine of debating, out of here. This your man's Teo? A racist troll? Really? However, since this racist troll want to clout chase so much, fine, I give you a shout out. If you want to find this racist troll Every time Teofimo Lopez takes a number 2, you will find this racist troll in the toilet, because the trash will always belong in the toilet. This is what kind of piece of ish we talking about. It was also brought to my attention that this dude is a mechanic or something like that. Now, his excuse of pulling out is that he got to go to his job. Mind you, we were supposed to debate at 12 at night. So who the heck works at a mechanic shop 12 at night? That's a 9 to 5 job. But I have one last thing to tell this racist troll. Keep your day job. With that being said, I'm going to leave the full conversation in order so you guys could read it for yourself on the screen. With that being stated, subscribe below, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of AKHi Exposes. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.